Alright, back in Imagine, my compendium memory I now have 13 additions to my compendium. Hathor, Huapo, Kodama, Shisha, Kusith, Kate Sith, Pyrojack, Jack Frost, Pixie, Garm, Nozushi, Slime, and Poltergeist. And my recent addition is Kusith, and it set me back a pretty penny to actually get the memory for it. Well, whatever. So I did have memory for an Apsaros, so I'm gonna try and get it. And I need to fuse a Earth Spirit, which would be a Huapo or a Kodama with a Kate Sith. But this one's not talking, nor is it moving, for that matter. At this point, somebody asked me for my kimono, and I said I became attached to it, so it's not for sale. So, ultimately, I got my Apsaros, and she's lagging behind at the moment. You're not seeing her at the moment, but when I turn around, there she is. I just recorded her into my compendium, so now I have 14 slots of memory. So what I decided to do is meet up with one of my friends in the Suginami tunnels. That's her with the pixie wings. She's a very good mage, and she has this nasty habit of barging into a dungeon and blasting every enemy in sight with magic. And I couldn't be able to top that. Not to mention her Kuninushi is pretty powerful too, and could basically blast enemies away with some kind of Aggie spell. One of the more powerful ones, for that matter. So we went through two runs through the dungeon, and this is how good she is. Watch this. She's just using support, then boom. Basically, if you were deformed Case Sith in that moment, you'd be dead. And at the moment I brought my knocker back out, so he can get experience. But he isn't getting a lot of it. And I started hating this dungeon more and more, but thanks to her and her Kuninushi, I was able to survive it. Then there came a point where she actually decided to leave for other things, and I don't mind that, but the people that wanted to go through the Silver Dungeon were about the same level as I am, making it unimaginably challenging. So ultimately, there came a point where we gave up. Oh, this was prepping for a screenshot, and I already took it. I pressed the wrong button, so what I want, I will explain what the reason for the screenshot is when I actually show it to you. It was just something for the YouTube members to see. Though it's not exactly my best ones, because the Kuninushi is pretty much steadfast. So I got one extra summon. I got an Apsaros, Shisha, Brave Garm, Kusith, Pyrojack, a Harpy, and a Knocker, though my Knocker has been beaten up way too much from the Silver Dungeon. Plus he picked fights with other Knockers in Shibuya while I was getting my Harpy. So, to end this, I'm just showing you the screenshot I did. It was just supposed to be, I wanted her Kuninushi to pose similarly as I would for a physical attack, but he doesn't exactly do that. When he's prepping for a physical attack, basically the surrounding gets red, or he glows red, so I wasn't able to pull this off.